Hi, welcome to Blue Flame Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we have another timeless reading for all signs. So take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate today, try back another day, or you could try another reader. If you're interested in a personal reading, just check in the description box for the information to contact me. And if you like the video, please like, comment, and give it a big thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and start laying down the cards. Okay, so the cards from here up are the messages from your spiritual team and guides. So these are the most important messages because they set the context for the rest of the reading and give us a big picture kind of perspective on things. So if we kind of understand the lessons or what's trying to be manifest for us, what they're kind of desiring us to do or what direction to go in, then it's a little bit easier to kind of understand the circumstances surrounding us. It gives a context for it. So we're going to start with the central messages since they're the most important. So we start with fertility. So they're wanting to highlight, your team is wanting to highlight that you're in this period of fertility. Your life is ripe to manifest things, to birth things. Can be an actual child if you're looking to have a child, but it's actually broader than that, for everyone. Just in terms of it being a very optimal time to start or birth something in your life. Coming with self-discipline, and these are chakra cards. So, how I read them is as chakra cards. And so with the green, we're talking about the heart chakra. So what your team is telling you is that your heart chakra needs to be kind of cleared and worked on for healing. I suggest you do that with two methods that can be done on your own, that you don't have to work with another practitioner if you're not able to. And that is using crystals and sound healing. Those two will do amazing things if you dedicate yourself to kind of working with them. Crystals, you can just correlate with the chakras. There's a lot of information about that. Rose quartz is really nice to use, but you could use something green or pink. And then the sound healing, you can find videos on YouTube that are correlated with the chakras. So you just want to look for the one that's for the heart chakra. Pay attention to the three, because what this is your team kind of giving you a roadmap and a blueprint for navigating through the current energies. Okay, basically. So the message on this card is that if that blockage in your heart chakra from it needing to be, more healing work, is affecting your self-discipline. So you may not take care of yourself as well. You may not take care of the details of your life as well. You may not be cleaning up after you. It's just like issues surrounding self-discipline are impacted by your hurt, even if it's stored pain. Why they're wanting you to kind of start working on this or continue working on this if you're already working on this is because you have this, powerful spiritual calling. We have the sacred temple. I just want to show you that card because it's really quite beautiful. And you are a sacred temple. Your body is a sacred temple. And so they're kind of wanting you to prepare for something, and we're going to unfold what that is. So we have, for our crystal cards, we have lapis lazuli, which is an excellent third eye chakra card. But the message is make a decision. Make a decision. Okay, so you may be weighing out, your calling, or making a decision between, the financial, the regular world of making money or a spiritual calling. You may be trying to discern. But here we have on target. You are following your ideal life path. These are sigil cards, which are really powerful and very beautiful. So if you have this, you almost have this intuitive idea about what it is that Spirit wants you to do. And you're just not sure how to do it. That's the problem. 3D kind of kicks in and you're like, oh, I don't have money to do that. I don't have training to do that. But they wouldn't be telling you as your central messages unless it was something that they were wanting you to move into. We have Dragon Horde, protecting the future. So with that, I see almost like these ancestral guardians, protecting the future, protecting the bloodline future, for your ancestors. And perhaps protecting the future of humanity through your healing work, that kind of thing. And we have the Harlequin. True feelings are masked. So you may have to, for whoever this is for, you may be in an environment or circumstances where you're not able to express your true feelings about what your true passion is and what it is that you really want to do. You may have a spouse or partner of some kind that doesn't back you up, or family member, parents. And so you have to kind of masquerade and play the game, kind of. But they're wanting you to get in touch with what you're really here to do, what's in your soul contract for you to fulfill here. We have out of reach. Your looks often trigger people's insecurities, making them feel like you are out of their league, which helps you weed out people that don't vibrate the same as you. So these are spiritual gift cards. That's interesting. So you have this tendency to maybe intimidate people a little bit. Okay, so that may be something that they want you to work on. If you need to work with people, they're not going to want you to be, but it may be something where healing will bring that back into balance or give you more compassion for people. And we have the Magician. So they're wanting you to step into your power. Your team is wanting you to co-create the life that you want with them. So they're wanting you to get clear on what it is that you want because they want to give it to you. Okay, they want to bring heaven to earth. They want to assist you in using your thoughts and your words to create reality for yourself. So to kind of change the script. If your life is not what you want or expected it to be, they're saying that it's all about creating that yourself together with your team, rather. So we have, not all things are as they seem. Trust your intuition. So they're wanting you to get really in tune. So do the psychic development, work on your intuition so you can hear them clearly and know it's them, guiding you to stay away from a dangerous situation, or perhaps to guide you in what you're supposed to be doing, but you kind of avoid it to not create friction, or it's not practical, that kind of thing, in the eyes of other people. Okay? So in our second pile, we have well-being. So this is a card about self-care. For me, for some reason, it's a spiritual bath card. I really take strongly because it almost seems like she's sitting in a bath, even though she's out in a meadow somewhere. And so it's all about kind of slowing down, possibly working with the moon cycles to do that, to kind of set a schedule or a calendar for yourself to do those kind of rituals to take care of yourself. And we have perseverance. Wow. And we have the heart chakra again. So there can just be a lot of stored pain. There can be some experiences that were difficult for you to get past. And so the lesson, or what you learned through those experiences, I should say, is perseverance. And your ability to persevere is impacted by you healing your heart chakra. So if you neglect that and you don't bring things back into balance, you'll feel like giving up and quitting on your dream. You'll give up easily. You'll get distracted easily. Okay, it's coming with decrease, yeah. So you have fears around it. You have fears around what this would look like, that you're afraid of losing money or not having enough, or money just going through your hands kind of concept. So we have Unikite. So they're live in the now. So they're not wanting you to get all bogged down and worried, about how it's going to work out and be operating out of fears. And they're wanting you to get clear on what is a fear and what is intuition, because we can confuse the two and think our team is warning us of something when really we're just reacting out of fear or being triggered by somebody. And then we have a power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. So they're saying that there's going to be these lucky opportunities opening up for you, okay, as you align with your ideal life path, okay, which they're pretty much directing that you're going to be creating with your team. And so it doesn't seem like you're going to have to be too concerned about decrease or lack, because there's these events that are just going to align for you. But what they are wanting you to do is remove those limited beliefs that are fear-based, that will block abundance from coming in. And we have Fortune's Wheel. No kidding. Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. So it's really nice to see this kind of big picture view, that there's these things that they want to bring into your life, that they want, to kind of work with you to bring it into existence. And we have these kind of luck and good timing. Wow. Unbelievable how these cards align. The Unicorn, good fortune and friendship. So we have 3 fortune cards right on top of each other. Okay, so they're kind of saying you don't really have a lot to worry about, because when you align with your soul purpose and you're, with the right people, that things flow and it's much easier to bring blessings into your life. Okay, we have 2 sides. You have 2 extreme sides to you, but yet with much grace and poise, this ability gives you an advantage by keeping them in wonder. So, I think what they're wanting is for you, that's a spiritual gifts card, by the way. They're wanting you to be authentic, but they're also not wanting you to show all your cards for some reason. And it could be because of all this luck surrounding you or good fortune, that they don't want people's jealousy. You may be too trusting and you may tell the wrong people. That kind of thing is what I'm picking up. But it's coming with see with eyes and heart wide open. So they're not wanting you to be closed down to people and suspicious. When I say keep it on the low down, it's not about being suspicious and fearful of people. It's more about being wise as to who you share that with, the energy exchange. Are they going to be contributing or taking away from that energy? And it's coming with the Chariot. There's this forward movement in your life. And there's also, as a result of you doing the healing work on yourself, there's going to be this balance, this beautiful balance of the masculine and feminine energies in your life that will assist you in getting something moving and off the ground. This kind of dream or purpose or, plan that you may have, some kind of good idea. We have reconciliation. So this card I read in a couple different ways, and I read intuitively, so sometimes this may not be, if you have this deck, is not the way you may read it. But reconciliation can certainly be about somebody coming back into your life, okay, and reconciling. But I also see it as almost like this integration, when people do soul retrieval and they kind of call back fragments from previous incarnations. And it's like this reconciliation of previous yous into the current you is kind of how I read that card. So it can be about this kind of deep healing work, that you're being prepared for something kind of big. And we have personal growth, this coming with the third eye. So they're wanting your sight to be clear. They're wanting to kind of give you downloads and direction and messages. And so you're going to want to work on the heart chakra probably in unison with developing your third eye abilities and your psychic development. It's coming with the honoring path. So you're meant to be seen and heard. It's a very Leo energy to me. It's like this golden shine, that many Leos have. So it's like not shying away from the spotlight. It's really about being comfortable in stepping out into the spotlight. And we have angelite. Support is all around you. Okay, support is all around you. So you may want to pay attention to the crystals as well as the chakra cards, okay? So your guardian angel, archangels, and angels, helping angels are supporting you. You have support and love all around you spiritually from your ancestors as well to make this happen. Okay, to make some things, get some things moving in your life that maybe have been at a standstill for a long time. Coming with perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So we have perseverance twice. Big theme. These are the themes, okay, for the current energies around you. So they're wanting you to just not get discouraged, to not take the first no as a final no when it comes to, you know, situations where you're trying to push through, where you've had limitations and blockages before. They're wanting you to be very determined to keep trying. Try something else. Try a different way. You know, don't go in and kind of push through the obstacle instead of trying to avoid it. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. We have the wall obstacles. So that's exactly what they're saying. Yes, there's going to be obstacles. It's a part of your training. It's a classroom designed for you from your team. And so they're wanting you to kind of just get used to, get comfortable with, make friends with your obstacles, so to speak, so that you see it as a challenge to persevere, to find a new way to get through things so that you don't give up easily. Okay? And we have winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. So they're not wanting you to get too comfortable in your current circumstances because things are changing. So if you're super comfortable in that job or super comfortable in that city, things may get shaken up just depending on what it is that you're going to be moving into. So the third spiritual gifts card we have is unassuming. You're outwardly soft and gentle. Your power is in silence. You are non-reactive and create stillness, making you stand out in a crowd. So it kind of feels like, a light aspect of many water signs, but it's like this calmness and stillness, that there's a real strength and power and an ability to be relatable because they have you coming as this someone who can intimidate people, okay, because you're very powerful, you have a lot of strength. We have this honoring path where you're kind of stepping out in the spotlight as this kind of gorgeous, glowing person. And so they're kind of saying it's a nice balance, this aspect of you that is unassuming, not trying to seek attention. Okay, that would be definitely a benefit for you. And I see why, because you're stepping into abundance. So they're not wanting you to let it all go to your head. They're wanting you to receive it with gratitude, but you need to be relatable to people. Okay, but this is all about, Nine of Pentacles is all about self-made abundance, with your team. It's like, but it's not needing another person, okay, in order to bring these things into being. You're not needing a spouse's money or other things. It's kind of something that's yours. And you're single and kind of content also if you're not in a relationship. So we have seek silliness and joy. They are wise teachers. So that is absolutely about tapping into that magical kind of child energy where you don't see limitations. Children don't see the same limitations of adults. And so they just kind of believe all things are possible, even flying, different things like that. So they're wanting you to tap into that creative energy of that kind of magical age, like putting on the Superman cape, as I always say, and believing you're Superman and jumping off the couch. It's this kind of beautiful, positive view of your environment. So for these cards, I am going to read from this book because I like the numerology descriptions for them. So we have 555, Secret Admirer. Okay, so I'm using the Alana Fairchild 1111 Oracle for this because I just love this book. So, okay, so I remain steady through any inner or outer turbulence needed to release and heal long-term issues. Okay, so right there we are seeing that they're wanting this perseverance. There's this theme of perseverance. It's coming with the Secret Admirer card. Okay, so somebody could be kind of watching you on the low down. You may be aware of them. But they're kind of watching and admiring your strength or maybe your progress that you've made. They may be a friend or something that has developed feelings for you because they see this kind of ability to pick up and keep moving despite difficulties or experiences that you've gone through, and it's kind of something they admire about you. And we have the Two of Wands. So it's about making a decision about something. They may be trying to make a decision about whether or not to approach you. I feel like you have no idea because they literally have a mask on to mask, their identity. So, but they're kind of wanting to approach you, possibly with some kind of a gift or offer, okay, or to share their feelings, how they feel about you. And it's coming with the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be somebody from work who could be struggling, or they could be aware of your previous struggles. They've seen you maybe go through a difficult period in your life, and they're seeing you kind of emerge better than ever, stronger than ever, or, they see you working on your healing and they kind of admire it. And yeah, it's coming with the Knight of Cups. So they want to make a love offer is what I'm getting. Somebody wants to approach you and they're just trying to find the right way. They're kind of observing you to see what that right approach may be. And there's either you or they are evaluating their past investments. So this could be like an earth sign energy is what I'm picking up, because it's all about looking at, this person as an investment. Do I want to invest in this person, being slow to make a decision about it, and then, kind of slowly approaching. And, they may have given in the past, and you as well as a pattern, and gotten very little in return. And so they're wanting to kind of shift that dynamic. They see you as somebody they could possibly, work with. We have a lot of pentacles here. Or they may see some compatibility or a project they want to do with you. If they're not somebody from your direct work, say you work at, for yourself, then this might be just somebody in your work environment that you come face to face with, or somebody who's been watching you, sees your gifts, talents, and abilities, and wants to maybe work on a project with you. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some kind of divine alignment, some kind of new beginning in finances that is being backed by the divine. So there's this assistance. This very person can be divinely sent, to brings about something that's very exciting, okay? Some kind of project or work. You are not being practical, coming with angel protection. So you are not being practical can actually be the voice of somebody else. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not being, it may not be practical to take steps towards your passions or your dreams or what you should really be doing. And so, or take steps towards a particular person that you're being spiritually guided to, but people are not really getting it in your environment. And so they may be kind of voicing their opinions to you. But, you have this kind of angelic protection around you. And we have this 10 of Cups, which is like this ultimate, there's this potential for a lot of happiness, balance, possibly with this person, or this kind of coupling up with somebody, or this can also be kind of spiritual gifts and talents that people may not get, especially if it's some kind of psychic, intuitive work. They may be like, that's not practical to make a living from that, okay? And it's coming with the Three of Cups. So you may be getting some good news, or there may be some compatible kind of people on the same page that want to come together and work together. Or you may rub elbows with somebody at an event, that ends up being very divinely orchestrated in order to connect people. And we have the Seven of Swords. So ordinarily, the Seven of Swords can be a tricky card because it can be an energy of somebody who's kind of deceptive and sneaky and, a cheater, or somebody trying to walk off with something that doesn't belong to them. But what I'm getting in this card is more about you navigating through. It's like you're wanting to keep this a little bit quiet. Whatever this good news is, it's like in your best interest to not share it with everybody. So it's kind of like, moving kind of like a ninja through an area and not just allowing people to see what you're working on. to protect it, is what I'm getting. We have the Six of Cups. So this can be a reunion, and this can also be a reunion, the Three of Cups. So there could be this, reunion of somebody you knew in the past, or this can be a past life connection that you're reconnecting with these kind of souls that you knew before, and you're coming together for a project. You might feel a little bit insecure around them. It's like this person's coming, it could be male or female, but this person's coming and approaching you with this very kind of bolder offer, and you're feeling like you don't have much to offer right now, possibly because of what you've been through, that you might just be saying, I'm not sure about this, but with the Ten of Cups, it's something that you're going to want to consider, and it's also coming with the Star. So either this person sees a lot of potential in you, or you're going to go through this deep healing and this powerful healing experience, as well as stepping into the spotlight. So we're kind of seeing these themes kind of repeat in the lower cards as well. And being seen, heard, and appreciated for your gifts, talents, and abilities. So somebody may just be watching you and spot your talent, want to work with you. It doesn't have to be romantic. This whole thing can just be a work-related thing. So then we have 444. So I'm going to quickly look at that. And we have angelic intervention is assured and all will be well. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so there's angelic intervention. So something regarding finances and karma, things becoming balanced. So there could be some kind of a shakeup or some kind of a surprise that may make you uncomfortable, to say the least, okay? And it's coming with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So really, it doesn't have to be, actually this can be a positive karma thing. There's like this angelic help. And if you were cheated out of something, or if somebody has been dishonest, or if you were, there was some kind of a mistake and you were supposed to get money and it was never given to you, because it's coming with the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting that as kind of this abundance, being worried about nothing, that there's a lot of abundance around you. And we have this Two of Pentacles, so it's like having to decide between a couple of things, or feeling like you're taking on too much and juggling. Like if you're worried about this and obsessing over it, it's like this not being able to rest at night and kind of having it go through your head over and over, like what you could trim back on in expenses, that kind of thing. But there's things that you're not seeing surrounding the situation, or something is veiled. There could be some secrets, and it's coming with the Five of Pentacles. So it's like concerns about loss, financial loss, or being left out in the cold, or, it's fears basically surrounding that. And, possibly because of the burdens that you've had in the past, that you just have this program running in your mind where you're expecting a disaster, where you're expecting things to kind of blow up in your face and that you're going to be poor and destitute. Well, you may need to do some spiritual work around your beliefs, and around your beliefs of being worthy of wealth and calling in wealth by removing those limiting beliefs, seeing yourself as seeing money as a tool and giving you freedom, rather than seeing it as something that's like the root of all evil, for example, would be a limiting belief that you want to remove. So we have now the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So you have this victory. It's like you get all worked up because maybe that's just a pattern, but they're wanting you to trust. They're wanting you to kind of depend on your team to see things come through in a way that's favorable, that you're supported, and expect something good instead of something that is challenging news or some kind of disaster, or waiting for a tower to hit, that kind of thing. The tower in the tarot, for example. And we have the King of Pentacles, who is this earth sign male. So a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. They could just have those kind of attributes, so they could be operating that energy, where they could be like a very successful, very experienced, somebody who has a lot of knowledge and experience that can assist you, maybe in this area you're concerned about. The thing I want to point out is that there is this, king and queen here. Gender doesn't matter. It's just this partnership that's very favorable. So that can actually be somebody that ends up getting married. That could be a husband and wife, potentially. But it can just be this kind of abundance that happens as a result of connecting with the right people. And you have this victory. So there's kind of nothing to be concerned about. For the outgoing energies, we have generates luxurious surroundings and experiences. So there's this, if you're not used to having a little bit of luxury or a little bit of squeeze room in your finances, they're going to want you to kind of have faith that that can shift, okay? And we have take pleasure in the things you do, but sunstone, this is outgoing energies, is also kind of a stone that we use for fame or for fortune, for generating kind of attention to your work, I should say. We have fragmented energy, which is all about calling back those soul fragments that I talked about in the beginning. So they are wanting you to maybe explore that. And finally, we have the Ascended Masters and healing. So focus on your healing, start with your heart chakra. Allow your divine team and the Ascended Masters and anyone else supporting you to assist you on your healing journey, and we'll start to see these energies kind of shift in your life and get you on a good path. So thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, love, light, and many blessings to you. Thank you.